concession stand staff.
Them too. Oh, beautiful Saturday night for racing. Got a lovely breeze going on right now. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, but you can't hear them over these beautiful American V8 engines.
And Tweety Bird, Toddy Taw, Putty Tat.
That too. All right, off of corner number 4, Caden Murray's going to put the green flag in the air, and we're going to go Avid Realty IMCA SportMod racing. Field heads off into turn number 1. Brady Pompano is going to be the early leader on this one. Little slip of the grip from the 26 of AJO. Tim and Yoakum do a little bit of touching.
Not to interrupt with the 44 up in smoke. That is going to be Derek Hall, and unfortunately, pretty sure that power plant has expired.
Yeah, that's a big puff of smoke. Tough break for Derek Hall, making his return after a medical issue a few weeks ago. To be fraught with an issue like that, tough break for the Hall racing crew. Green flag's going to stay out. We'll stay clean and green in this one as Yoakum is going to set his sights on the lead. Pompano's currently hanging on to it, but Austin Yoakum in the 3J down to the low side. Pompano up high through 3 and 4. Who's going to be the leader once we get back to the flag stand? Looks like it's going to be Austin Yoakum. Now Pompano being challenged to the inside by the 7X of Lauren Cook, and it's a 3-wide battle. Where did the 7B of Adam Verbka come from? The 7B looking for the second spot from tail end Charlie, and he's got it off of 4.
So Verbka now up to second. The battle is on between Pompano, Cook, and the 33 of Josh Pfeiffer, as it's going to be Cook and Pfeiffer dispensing a Pompano, and they are going to tag team up and try to battle third and fourth out for themselves. Meanwhile, Verbka has caught your leader. Verbka on the back bumper of Yoakum as they go into turn 1.
That battle definitely heating up, as is the battle for third. Pfeiffer down to the low side, has the advantage off of 2. He's going to have the spot for the time being. We'll see if Cook can fight back through 3 and 4. Not looking like that's the case. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, here comes Adam Verbka's bout for the lead. Yoakum continues to hold him off on the high side. Verbka down to the low side. He's going to settle into the second spot down the back straightaway. Let's see what happens as they go into 3 and off of 4. Yoakum continues to hold the advantage as Caden Murray's got the white flag in the air.
1 lap to go. Only 2 more shots for Verbka to try to get the heat race win, as he is going to try and get right on the tail bumper of the 3 of Yoakum. 1 more shot around, not going to do it. Austin Yoakum's going to win. Adam Verbka second, followed by the 33 J.F. Pfeiffer, the 7X of Lauren Cook. And then coming home in 5th, that's going to be the 31S of Jacob Swanson.
We're going to make this one final trip around. We'll go green next time, I promise.
By the way, for those watching on the Facebook live stream on Advantage Racing TV, guess what? This is your last one. Boss man says no moss after this, so you ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. Go to AdvantageRacing.tv and get your nightly pass for the rest of tonight's action. But you get this one, and that's it.
That's what it's going to be for Facebook Live as Melissa Latour takes the field down the front straightaway. Dives it into turn number 1. Latour is going to hang on to the advantage over Dion Kovar, James Hines, and McLean Reed, your current top 4. Latour continues to hang on, but here comes Dion Kovar, high, wide, and around the outside. He's going to lead lap number 1.
Oh, Banana fans rejoice. Dion Kovar has taken over the lead and is walking away. Wow, look at the 6A of Armstrong as he just split the difference between Sadoff and Reed. And then they all come together 4 wide. Are you kidding me?
That could have gone real bad, real fast. Thankful that it did not, but it definitely changed up the structure of this heat race. You've got Reed, Latour, and Armstrong all falling back several positions as Dion Kovar continues to lead this one over James Hines, Mason Richards, and Gary Sadoff, your current top 4.
As they go through 1 and 2 once again. 31R of James Hines currently sitting in second. Dion Kovar still your leader though as he is walking away from the field. Mason Richards sitting in third, then it's Sadoff and Armstrong rounding out the top 5.
Dion Kovar brought a banana-powered rocket ship to the racetrack this evening as he's going to click off another one, this time by the flag stand. It's going to be 3 laps remaining over James Hines and Mason Richards and Gary Sadoff rounding out your top 4. Adam Armstrong trying to change that up real quick. McLean Reed back there in the 6th position.
I know it's not an 80s song, but this heat race is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S as Dion Kovar comes out of turn 2, firing it off down the backstretch. He is going to see the white flag in the hands of Caden Murray. This time by. Battle on for second as you've got Hines and you've got the 18M of Richards battling it out.
Richards down low, Hines to the top side. Hines with the advantage by a bumper as they enter the back straightaway. Drag race as they set up into turn number 3 off of corner number 4. Dion Kovar picks up the heat race win, and your second spot's gonna go to...
Too close to call on that one.
I'd have to say, that was, you know, I say it a lot that was a drag race, but that was a flat out drag race.
Oh, man. Oh, and it's, uh-oh. Gary Sadoff being told to park it. Okay, so second place, that is going to be the 18M of Mason Richards, 31R, James Hines, and the 6A is going to round out your field. Caden Murray's got the green high in the air, James. Next time out of 4, it's time to pound the fun button.
I haven't heard that one before, but I might have to use that.
I actually stole that from Rod Pattison from Worthington, or not Worthington Speedway, Wagner Speedway up in South Dakota.
Ah.
It's time to hit the fun button.
I like the sound of that. I also like the sound of these engines coming to full song as they set for the gas pedal off of corner number 4. Here we go, Avid Realty SportMod Heat Race number 3. Nick Morris with the early advantage. Down into turns 1 and 2. He's got Latour right behind him. Sean Pospisil trying to take that spot away to the outside in the 6SJ. 6SJ to the high side over the 14M. We got one going around between 3 and 4.
Looks like the 15, but Tyler Diekey's going to keep on trucking. We're going to stay clean and green. As right now, it is the 11H. Nick Morris with the lead. 6SJ Pospisil right there. We got a battle for the lead going as you've got Latour sitting there in third, and he is under attack as well.
Meanwhile, at the front of the field, they're starting to race him down the back straightaway. Morris to the high side. Pospisil down low into 3 and off of 4. Nick Morris is going to hang on to the advantage. He'll lead another lap through over Sean Pospisil and Terry Richards rounding out your top 3.
A little bit of contact coming out of 4 between the 36 of Dana Diekey and the 14M of Daniel Latour. We'll have to see if that causes any damage as Latour is starting to fall backwards. Here comes Bollmeyer around him. That is going to be for your 5th place spot. But up front, it is still all Nick Morris in the 11M. And problems. You saw Tyler Diekey earlier spinning. Now he's going to pull it to the infield. His heat race is DUN done.
Tough break for Tyler Diekey. Nick Morris continues to lead the field on this one. Your battle currently is for the 2nd spot between the 6SJ of Pospisil and the 18T of Terry Richards. Nick Morris continues to lead this one. Sean Pospisil is going to try and make a low side charge, catch up to the rear bumper of the 11H.
Oh, as they're coming down to the white flag. Oh boy, I'll tell you right now, Nick Morris knows his lead is in jeopardy as Pospisil showed him the nose. Oh no, the 18X of Richards off the pace through 1 and 2. He's back on it now, but it's going to come down to the top 2. Give it to Morris. Nick Morris wins. Sean Pospisil in 2nd. Then it's going to be the 18X of Richards, the 36 of Dana Diekey, and the 24 Drake Bollmeyer rounding out the top 5. And hearing that the 18X might have popped out a gear, and that's a bad time to do it when you're on the white flag lap.
Oh, I could go for an ice cream. I had a French dip earlier, though.
Sounds so good. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, here we go. Off of corner number 4, we're going to throw the green flag, and here we go. 4th and final Avid Realty SportMod heat race underway. Trouble on the start for Bryce Walker. He's going to surrender the top spot to Amber Cook. Amber will lead the field down the back straightaway over Walker. Flock and Fan, and he gets the rough end of that lollipop. Good job, Rich Flock, keeping it going. Amber Cook's going to lead lap number 1.
Amber Cook has definitely, her and Lauren both been running better in the last few weeks, and she is exerting her dominance right now. She's telling the boys, we respect my authority. And she is currently leading with Walker in second. It's going to be Fan sitting there in third. You got the 22, Matt Andrews in fourth, and the 62, Robert Draper, rounding out that top 5.
Good run going through the field for Matt Andrews is off of turn number 4. Amber Cook's going to lead yet another lap. Battle shaping up for the second spot. Joe Fan takes it away from the 16W of Walker. Now Matt Andrews is going to set his sights on Bryce Walker down the back straightaway. Walker to the high side up by the wall. Matt Andrews down low around the ring. Andrews with the advantage into 3, and off of 4 it's going to be Cook, Fan, Andrews, and Walker, your top 4.
Something got into the right side of Noonan's car as that right side door panel is all the way beat in. But right now, Amber Cook better not let off that throttle, because here comes the 25X, Joe Fan, as he is making up ground on the 9, your current leader.
So far in this heat race, it's been Cook's clinics of dirt track driving, as she continues to lead him through 3 and off of 4. Caden Murray's got a couple of flags in hand. This time it's going to be 2 laps to go for Amber Cook, Joe Fan, and Matt Andrews.
Fan tried sticking his nose underneath the Cook, couldn't quite do it. In fact, he loses ground. Andrews was right up to the back bumper. They're going to come down, white flag out, 1 lap to go. And it's still Cook being hounded by Fan and Andrews.
Joe Fan with a lot of momentum off of the front straightaway and into 1 and 2. It's not going to be quite enough. He continues back about 3 car lengths off the back bumper of Amber Cook, the young lady coming off of turn number 4, picking up the win. It's Amber Cook in the 9 machine over Joe Fan, Matt Andrews, and your 4th place runner, the 66 of Trevor Noonan.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Amber Cook, heat race number 4 winner.
All right, Caden Murray's got the green flag back in hand, and we are back to racing action. See feature time for your Avid Realty Sport Modifieds. AJ Oaks with the early advantage. Sean Davis to the high side. Oaks are going to continue to lead down the back straightaway. Battle heating up for the 1st and 2nd spot, as well as 3rd and 4th. Off of 4 towards the flag stand, it's going to be AJ Oaks leading lap number 1.
It is going to be the 26 of Oaks, followed by the 77 of Davis. Davis now trying to go with the high, scary side, see if he can make something happen. Mike Leonard in 3rd. Battle is on for the 4th and final transfer spot. Right now, it's going to be the 14K. Melissa Latour with it.
Latour with the advantage. Theron Allman wants a piece of that action. He's only about a car length and a half away from the rear bumper of the 14K. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Sean Davis leading this one over AJ Oaks, Mike Leonard, and Melissa Latour. Allman closes in closer to the back bumper on Latour, about a half a car length down the back straightaway. Theron Allman bringing it in on the high side. Latour likes it down low. He's going to fall back into line. Latour continues to hang on to the spot.
Top 3 have started to walk away. The battle for the 4th and final transfer still heating up. It is still Latour right in front of Allman. Allman definitely wants to get into that B feature for a shot to get into tonight's A. Right now, though, he has got to get by Latour. Now Latour catching up to Mike Leonard. Battle is on for Latour gets sideways. Here comes Allman. New 4th place runner. It's Theron Allman.
Off of 4, Davis continues to lead over Oaks, Leonard, and Theron Allman. Latour tries to catch up, catches a little slip of the grip there between 1 and 2, but she had some good momentum come off of it. They're drag racing down the back straightaway as Davis continues to lead. Battle heating up for the 2nd spot as well. Oaks gets passed by Mike Leonard for the 2nd spot. He's going to try to battle back to the bottom side. Not much time to go. Catching up on that real estate as into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Your C feature winners going to go to the 77 of Sean Davis. Mike Leonard brings it home in the 2nd spot. AJ Oaks in 3rd. And rounding out your 4 transfer cards is going to be the 2A of Theron Allman. Those guys are going to be moving on to tonight's B main event.
So ladies and gentlemen, Avid Realty is your go-to real estate company when you're looking to buy or sell a home, acreage, land, or commercial property. Follow Avid Realty's Facebook page to see all of their new listings.
Field forms up slow into 3. They're going to stand on it off of 4. And here we go. Avid Realty Sport Mod B main event underway. Trouble front stretch.
Whoa.
Looks like the 14M of Daniel Latour did not take off.
And
bit of a melee behind.
Oaks got into him and finished sending him the wrong way on a one-way.
Tough break for those guys. Always hate when it gets all bobbled up on the start like that. Swanson and Sadoff, row 1. Bullmeyer and Walker, row 2. Pompano, Reed, row 3. Gonna try this one again. Again, field going 10 laps, taking top 4 onto your Avid Realty Sport Mod A main event. Gary Sadoff leads the field early into 1 and 2 over Jacob Swanson. Then you've got a 3-wide battle back behind them between Walker, Bullmeyer, and Reed. They roll into 3, bringing it off of corner number 4.
Oh, we got Brady Pompano. He is stopped up in turn 4. Oh, is he going to get it going? Is he going to get it going? Negative, Ghost Rider. We are under caution. So it looked like a little bit of a pinball wizard towards the back there, and unfortunately Brady Pompano got squeezed out and stopped up in turn number 4. Now, if it was 90s night, it would remind me back when I started driving myself, you know, trying to scoop the loop in uptown Denison, Iowa, looking for the girls.
Did you find any?
Yeah, but none of them would give me the time of day. All right, we are back to green as Sadoff is going to drive it down the hill and let him go. We're going to let it eat as Sadoff starts pulling away from the 31S of Swanson, who's sitting in second. Bullmeyer in third. McLean Reed now in fourth. Top 4 starting to pull away. Oh! And former Formula One and IMCA driver Jacques Debris bringing out the caution.
Big fan of Hawaiian Punch. If I could live any movie, or if I could have anything from any movie, I would want the Hawaiian Punch water fountain from Mr. Deeds.
All right, so Sadoff once again going to lead him down. Caden Murray drops the green. We are back to racing. We have 1 down, 9 to go. Top 4 make it into tonight's Avid Realty A feature. Everybody else goes back to the barn as it is still Sadoff, followed by Swanson, then Bullmeyer, and the 44, McLean Reed. As the 62, that is Robert Draper sitting 1 spot out looking in, desperately trying to pedal his car for all he's worth to catch up to 4th place McLean Reed.
Meanwhile, towards the front of the field, we've got a good battle shaping up for the 2nd spot. Drake Bullmeyer down to the low side of the 31S of Jacob Swanson. Bullmeyer with the advantage at the flag stand as Sadoff continues to lead. The battle continues to rage on. Little slip of the grip from Swanson. That's going to give the 2nd spot away to Bullmeyer. Now Swanson's going to be in the 3rd spot. McLean Reed rounding out your top 4. Bobby Draper still the first guy outside looking in.
Robert Draper whipping that 62 like a rented government plow mule. But watch, oh, as we got big problems. That is the 26.
AJ Oaks.
AJ Oaks tried knocking down the wall in 2. Oh, top 4 still the same. And Robert Draper watching him walk further and further away. Oh, so we got the 16W Bryce Walker around in turn 2. And yep, caution's gonna come out. You can see the flames coming out of the header as all that unspent fuel. He's trying to get that car refired. It's just not cohabitating with him.
Thought I saw just a little bit of steam as well as he came to a stop, but I'm not seeing any coolant running down.
Now everybody's going to re-rack, repack, and restack. And Draper now has a shot to possibly go after McLean Reed for that 4th and final transfer spot into tonight's Avid Realty A feature.
5-lap war to settle the score with a lot of great Avid Realty Sport Mod drivers. It's going to be interesting. You see the top 4 right now. I would be surprised if it's the same at the end of this one. Here we go, back to green flag racing.
The question is Caden Murray going to let that one go as Draper was trying to get, he has nose stuck out. And nope, they're going to let it go. It's Sadoff, but he's got Bullmeyer all over his back bumper. Meanwhile, Draper and Reed battling for fourth.
Bobby Draper's going to set his sights on the low side, thinks better of it, goes back to the high side and back behind the bumper of McLean Reed. Reed currently hanging on to your fourth and final transfer spot. Bobby Draper with a great run off of turn number 4 as he tries to catch back up to McLean Reed. At the front of the field, Gary Sadoff continues to lead over Bullmeyer, Swanson, and Reed. Battle starting to shape up for the third spot. Reed's going to try and stick his nose into that pudding pop. Swanson hangs on to the top side. Reed down low, nothing doing that time by.
Right now, keeping my eye on AJ Oaks as a big chunk of the decking is barely hanging on by a couple of rivets. It's flopping all over. It very well could end up bringing out a caution if it don't hang on for one more lap. Sadoff's going to lead him back down into 1 and 2 as he's going to fire it off down the back stretch. He's led since the drop of the green. They're going to come through 3 and 4. Your fantastic 4 going into the Knights. Avid Realty A main is going to be Gary Sadoff, Drake Bullmeyer, Jacob Swanson, and McLean Reed. And the decking did not hold, so there is debris out there somewhere. James, I got the last one. You get the parade and wave this time.
Come on, Eagle Raceway, get up on your feet, get the stitches out of your britches, and wave at your favorite Avid Realty IMCA SportMod driver. This is your parade lap.
Behind the Nebraska Realty Eagle Raceway pace vehicle. That thing's going to get some miles turned on it come Race Saver Nats, I'll tell you that right now.
Good thing it's got a fresh power plant about that baby's barely past break-in point.
It's got the same motor that most of these guys have. It's got a 602 crate.
That's
That's
right.
what we're going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, 16 cars, 18 laps. Avid Realty Sport Mod feature is go!
Nick Morris leads the field into turn number 1. Not for long. Look to the outside. Here comes Austin Yoakum with a stunner move. He's going to take the field away as they're 3 wide behind him. Kovar, Morris, Cook. Ooh, near calamity off of turn number 4. Yoakum's going to lead lap number 1 over Dion Kovar and Cook.
Oh, we got Drake Bullmeyer at turn number 3 stopped. Oh, man, what is going on tonight? And Drake Bullmeyer already calling for the Auto Connection tow crew to give him a hook and book.
Tough break after rallying through your creature features.
Just like I've seen Poison live 6 times, and every time it's been amazing. You know what else is amazing? We're about to go back to green, 1 down, 17 to go in your Avid Realty Sport Mod feature. Green is back out, and it is going to be Austin Yoakum leading him down into 1 and 2. Kovar sitting in second, and it is Andrews, Cook, and the 11H and Nick Morris rounding out the top 5. And Morris bobbles just a little bit. That puts Sean Pospisil up into that 5th place spot.
How about that battle for second and third? Matt Andrews down to the low side trying to battle it out with Dion Kovar down the back straightaway. The 18 liking the highway around right up there, getting ready to push the cush. Andrews pulls the slider off of 4. Give the second spot to Matt Andrews. He's going to set his sights on Austin Yoakum.
Well, for a minute there, we had Batman versus the Banana, but it looks like Batman did Batman things, and now he is sitting in second. Austin Yoakum better not let up off that throttle, son, because he is about to get a rear bumper full of the 22 of Matt Andrews, who's driving like a man possessed.
I'm looking back at this battle around the 8th to 12th position. You can just see this gaggle of 6 or 8 cars, and they are pulling passes on one another around each corner, and it's going to go to the rough side.
Oh, no.
Adam Armstrong and Lauren Cook.
Well,
tough break for those 2 runners.
It actually started with Terry Richards, and Oh, and the 6A of Armstrong getting together. And then unfortunately, Lauren Cook nowhere to go. Armstrong has a left rear flat, and it looks like possibly left front damage to Lauren Cook. No, car looks okay.
Adam Armstrong will rejoin the field. Sean Davis currently 6th, Adam Verbka 7th, Joe Fayen 8th, James Himes 9th, and rounding out your top 10 is going to be Nick Morris. Caution lights are out in the corners. We're going to go back to racing action. 13 to go for your Avid Realty Sport Mod A main event.
And immediately Matt Andrews goes to work on the 3 of Yoakum. Yoakum able to hold him back off. But Andrews, he's at the quarter panel, at the door, side by side. Yoakum gets sideways, bobbles. New leader Matt Andrews. Dion Kovar now going for second over Yoakum.
Yoakum trying to hang on to that second spot, but he's got a hard charging Dion Kovar trying to catch up with him. Sean Pospischel going right along with Kovar as well. Matt Andrews continues to lead off of 4. Yoakum hangs on to the second spot for the time being, as well as Kovar in 3rd and Pospischel in 4th. A little further back in the field. Oh, Joe Fayen catching the turn 2 wall. He keeps it going. We'll stay clean and green for now, but we'll keep our eyes on that situation as Matt Andrews continues to lead.
Yeah, but shortly in front of him, Yoakum got every which way but straight. He ended up losing 3-4 spots in the mix. It is now Matt Andrews, followed by Kovar, Pospischel, Verbka, and oh no, more problems for your point leader, Adam Armstrong, another flat tire. He is DUN done with 9 to go.
Matt Andrews School of Driving currently with a straightaway lead over second place running Dion Kovar. He's going to be challenged by the 6SJ of Sean Pospischel. In the meantime, back in the 4th spot, Adam Verbka quickly making his way through the field as Sean Pospischel is going to steal second away from Dion Kovar off of 4 into the flag stand. The field only has 7 laps remaining.
As Batman Matt Andrews still hangs on to the lead. Oh, it's Verbka's around on it. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. As Yoakum drives into Verbka. Verbka was sitting in 4th. Oh, yeah, and the 3J of Austin Yoakum, broken tie rod. His night is over. Oh boy, and if something doesn't happen to Verbka and he finishes, we're going to have a new points leader going into next week. Caution being credited to Verbka, so he will start in the back. You got to know Adam Verbka is going to start coming through the field like a man possessed. 7 laps to go in your Avid Realty Sport Mod feature.
Andrews, Pospischel, Kovar, Cook, and Davis, your top 5, bringing the field back to the green flag. Beautiful sunset off of turns 3 and 4. Let's get back to slamming the gas as we go into turn number 1. Andrews continues to lead. Dion Kovar tries to make a low side charge around Sean Pospischel. Not going to have enough to catch him as they enter turn 3. Best battle looking like right now between 4th and 5th. Sean Davis going to hang on to it. We got one blowing up in 3 and 4. Tough break for the 11H of Nick Morris. Looks like he's going to cut it down to the infield. Either way, tough break for the 11H runner out of the Omaha area.
We are going to keep rocking and rolling. 5 to go for Andrews. Pospischel going to the whip, trying to make up some ground, but can't quite get it done. Meanwhile, battle for 3rd and 4th is on as Josh Pfeiffer gets around Kovar. Kovar trying to battle back to the inside, but the 33 of Josh Pfeiffer will take over that 3rd spot. Kovar now back to 4th, and Joe Fayen on a rail is up in that 5th, now going for 4th against the 18 Kovar.
Dion Kovar and Joe Fayen battling it out for the 4th spot. Andrews, Pospischel, Pfeiffer continue to hang on to the top 3 as we go into turn number 3. Fayen likes the low side. Kovar's going to go right along with him, try and make the momentum move. Give that spot to Joe Fayen. We got one going around Amber Cook. She collects
You've got
McLean Reed. That's going to collect Adam Verbka and McLean Reed. Tough break for those 3 runners there off of turn number 4.
Theron Ullman and the crew will get you hooked up. Well, James, green, white, checker. Can Matt Andrews hang on? We're about to find out. We're back to green.
Matt Andrews, Sean Pospischel, Josh Pfeiffer, and Joe Fayen. I believe Fayen, Pfeiffer, and Andrews have all picked up feature wins so far this season. Sean Pospischel trying to pick up the first one in the SportMod career. Matt Andrews going to lead the field down to the white flag. Josh Pfeiffer's going to set his sights on Pospischel as they roll into 1. Pfeiffer down low. Pospischel's going to take the high line around. Pfeiffer with the advantage off of 2. Pospischel's got good momentum down the back straightaway. That's going to be the battle to watch. As meanwhile, off of corner number 4, Matt Andrews is going to pick up the win at the line. It's going to be Sean Pospischel picking up the 2nd spot. Josh Pfeiffer bringing it home in 3rd, and rounding out your top 4 tech area finishers is going to be the 25X of Joe Fayen. Eagle Raceway as he makes his way off of turn number 4 and heads towards the scale and Demon Decals victory lane. Make some noise for your Avid Realty IMCA SportMod feature winner, Batman Matt Andrews. All right, getting caught up with your Avid Realty SportMod feature winner. Man, you've gotten pretty used to hanging out down here in Demon Decals victory lane. One fast race car tonight. You and I talked a little bit about rough track conditions. How did track conditions play into your driving style tonight?
Well, tonight where I was racing, it wasn't rough, and usually that's when I get to shine and do good, and it worked out for us.
Quality run. I know it's a huge family effort for you guys down here. You guys rebuilt a car 2 weeks ago, and you come back here and park it in victory lane. Who helps you guys keep this operation rolling?
Mainly my dad and me do a lot of it. My brother-in-law Mike came over and helped quite a bit. My father-in-law, he's still getting back on the mend, so he gave me a lot of pointers and what to do. And we actually took the whole thing apart this last week and rebuilt it again. And I think we're fine. We're getting there.
All right, Eagle Raceway, make some noise for your Avid Realty SportMod feature winner, Batman Matt Andrews.